Make sure the axe is sharp, and then you're good to go. Another elimination match coming up. We've already met Gavin Cassie. There he is again, 34 years old, from Kitchener, and his opponent, Benjamin Edgington, 30-year-old out of Denver. I'll tell you one thing, these two guys both went to the same wardrobe consultant.
It seems like it. Gavin in the bright green shoes, as you can see there. Both throwing out of bad axe throwing in Denver and Kitchener.
6-6.
Each player starts with a bullseye. Do you think Casey has an advantage because he's already thrown under the bright lights, whereas Edgington's out there for the first time?
He might, but Benjamin Edgington is the current world champion, as you can see there on the right, and he has had his time in the limelight this past December when we had our world championship.
Certainly a two-handed throwing style that we haven't seen a ton of so far.
Yep, that is kind of his signature style so far. He's using those two hands just to make sure that axe has an extra punch back in the back of it as it goes a little bit.
If you just joined us, best of 3 matches. Each match involves 10 throws, 6 points for a bullseye. 4, 3, 2, 1, expanding outward, and the blue dots are the kill shots. Worth 10 points. You can only go for it on your 10th throw or in sudden death. Each player perfect through 5 throws, and looks like Edgington missed it, so there's an opening for Casey. He's got a 2-point lead, and we send it over to Melanie, standing by with a special guest.
Thanks, guys. Well, while we watch Edgington and Casey throw right now, we actually got to watch Cara throw last night. And first of all, your nickname is the Scorpion. So that throw is so unique. I mean, your foot almost looks like it's going to come up to the back of your head. How did you develop that?
So I'm a very tiny person. I just need a little bit of extra momentum. So I kind of just threw my whole body into it. And then people started saying that I look like a scorpion. And that's how the nickname came around.
So it just works. Well, when you were throwing last night, you had so many fans in the stands who were rooting for you, and especially women. What does that mean to you to kind of be one of the female faces for axe throwing?
Well, I mean, it's absolutely incredible. I love the Lady Blades community so much, and they told me last night that I actually broke the record for furthest woman in a championship round ever. So that's pretty neat. I mean, it's so great to have the support of everyone. I just, especially with International Women's Day, like having everyone cheering me on in the stands is great.
Well, before you got up from that match, you said, "Oh my gosh, like I'm playing my teacher. Like I don't have a shot." Well, you did have a shot, and you won. What was going through your mind when you realized that you'd taken that final shot?
That was the most emotional match I've ever played in my entire life. I literally burst into tears. I didn't even know what happened. I put my thumb up when I hit the kill shot, and Mike just swept me from the side and picked me up, and it was just, I never thought that I had a chance against him. This is the man that taught me how to throw, who got me my first job in axe throwing, like started my whole career in this, and it was just absolutely incredible.
When you start to move forward from this and you look at it, it's like you said, like it's your job, it's your passion, it's your hobby, it's kind of everything in one, and not a lot of people get to say that. So where do you see axe throwing heading in the future?
Just onwards and upwards. We're spreading like wildfire. People love it. It's so much fun. It's a great community, and we're hoping that the sport keeps growing and growing and gets more events like this.
They are having one heck of an event right now, Cara. Congratulations again. Fantastic throw.
Thank you.
Great stuff. Cara, the Scorpion Fritz. Don't mess with her. It was Ben Edgington that edged her out from the final 6. But Gavin Cassie has a 1-match-to-none lead and a 2-point edge. Edgington a little shaky here.
It seems like it. The again, as we said before, is a total mind game here, and maybe Gavin having thrown earlier is going to give him that little advantage under the lights today, but it might not help him either.
And I should probably temper myself a little bit as well, because saying he's a little shaky, he only has 5 bullseyes and 6 throws.
That's right. Look,
in this level, though, that qualifies as a little shaky.
That it does. You most likely won't see this much accuracy with typical leagues around the world, but we have the best here today.
Gavin Cassie remains perfect. Meanwhile, Edgington just missed again. So if Casey can remain perfect, he will close this out.
44.
could be an interesting decision as to whether he goes for the kill shot to put it away or whether he goes for a bullseye, which would force Edgington to go for a kill shot for the tie.
Kill shots are live.
It would be very surprising if he didn't try to seal the deal with that kill shot. He's been pretty on fire today, it seems, with them.
Gavin Cassie. He missed it.
Tried to seal the deal, took the risk, but did not.
So that's a 2, and now a decision for Edgington. A bullseye for the tie, a kill shot for the win to send us to a 3rd and final match.
You can see him, he's thinking about it right now. A lot of sportsmen like to just go for the kill shot just to keep it sportsmanlike, and I think it looks like that's what Ben's going to do here today.
Down by 6, he could go for 6. What will he do? Goes for the kill and hits it. To a 3rd match we go.
Did not want to let this match die. He wanted to make this set go on to its 3rd.
Gotta say, Edgington's a world champ. If you're Casey and you have a chance to eliminate that world champ, you better take advantage of it when you get the opportunity, because it might not come again.
High risk, high reward.
These throws are live. 6-all through 1 throw.
6, tie, 2.
Gavin Cassie won multiple league championships. He owns a landscaping and snow removal company in Kitchener. Also says he works part-time as a DJ on the weekends. So if you're looking for a local DJ. Living on the edge, Edgington,
6, tied at 18.
no pun intended, converts the bullseye. Talk about the fundamentals of the game, the distance from the board. If they go over the line, no points, right?
That's correct. If they have a foot fault, which is when they move their foot over that front line or touch that line before the axes left their hands, and they're given a foot fault and 0 points. You do see that people tend to walk over the line as the throw is gone, but again, as long as the axes left their hands first, then everything's okay.
Earlier in the weekend, we caught up with Gavin Cassie.
6.
To events like this, fortunately, because I have my own company, I'm able to practice. So I have a target in my shop, and being that, I come in the mornings, I'll practice for a bit, do some work, do some maintenance on my stuff. Lunchtime, practice a little more, and then usually before I go home, I have another few. And then also, I throw in 3 leagues, so I'm busy, and I love it. I love axe throwing, so it's what I do.
And he says every day, he has to finish the day with a perfect game. Won't go home until he throws a perfect game.
All these competitors today are going to be practicing all the time. I know Benjamin Edgington at the World Championship said that he practices for at least an hour or 2 every day. And here we're going into another coin flip because it is a tie game.
Both players have been perfect. Tied 1-1. It's a best of 3.
Because of that coin flip, it seems like Benjamin Edgington is throwing first.
10 points on the money. Needs blue to stay alive. So we head to sudden death. Each player will shoot 1 shot. They don't have to go for the kill shot until round 6 of sudden death.
If they are able to continue this sudden death tied with each throw for the first 5, then on that 6th one, the only thing that will be available to hit will be the kill shot.
You don't have to go for the kill shot, but you certainly can choose to, as we just saw Casey. And that is to the right of the blue circle, and that'll do it. Casey survives and advances. Taking down the world champ, Benjamin Edgington. Gavin Cassie standing by with Melanie.
Gavin, what goes through your mind? First of all, do you find it a little easier that you've already come out and thrown today, or do you prefer to kind of be the fresh guy out on the floor?
Doesn't make much of a difference. At the level we're at, you know, we had a bit of practice this morning, and then coming out now, we get our 5 warm-ups, and we're good to go.
To have the bad axe emblazoned across both of your backs, it attributes that you're competing against each other, but there's still that sense of community. So what does that mean to you to see a guy, you know, who kind of throws for the same club, different place than you?
It's disappointing that one of us had to go home, but it's uplifting that he's the current world champ, and I just put him out.
Definitely did, Gavin.
Awesome, thank you.
Great stuff. We're down to the final 4 competitors here in beautiful Nova Scotia at the World Axe Throwing League's Canadian Open.